Good Sunday morning, Midlands. I'm Walker Lawson. We're starting off with a News 19 weather impact alert day for most of this week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday have been designated News 19 weather impact alert days due to Tropical Storm Debby. Now, Debby is still in the Gulf of Mexico as a tropical storm, expected to make landfall as a hurricane, but then meander off the coast of South Carolina. So that's going to lead to some different changes to the forecast on how strong it will be, the speed, and where it will move. The time frame for us here in the Midlands will be Monday to Thursday that we're going to have to watch for the biggest impacts. Those impacts are heavy rain and strong winds. Taking a look at Tropical Storm Debby as of the 8 a.m. advisory, 60-mile-per-hour tropical storm with gusts up to 65 miles an hour. Debby is moving to the north-northwest and will continue to move into the Big Bend of Florida, making landfall Monday night into Tuesday morning as a Category 1 hurricane. But then you see this cone opens up. It widens, and that's because there is uncertainty on exactly where the center of this storm is going to go. Now, the cone is only for the center of the storm. This is not for the impacts. So impacts will spread outside the cone. Now, whether it heads and jogs a little bit to the west inland, whether it remains on the specific line, or if it heads out east, will all change the impacts that we will see here in the Midlands. Hurricane warnings are already up for the Big Bend of Florida. Tampa under a tropical storm warning, same for Key West. And down near the coast, Charleston under a tropical storm watch that goes down to Hilton Head as well as Savannah. Now, rain chances are going to stick around all week. We're going to see rain on Sunday, so a 70% chance today. This is unrelated to Debby. Debby's moisture will move in Sunday night, and then we'll see the rain Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We are under a flood watch today from 10 a.m. until 8 p.m. for all Midlands communities, excluding Newberry, Fairfield, and Saluda. That's because we've seen a lot of rain recently, and any more rain that we get is going to lead to flooding. Taking you through the forecast this afternoon, storms will begin to develop across the region, so expect some scattered storms through the Midlands communities. By the time the sun sets, that instability dies out, those storms dissipate. But take a look. Here is Debby making landfall Monday morning. You'll see Debby moving into the Big Bend of Florida, and the bands of rain starting Monday will start to move into the state. Moisture will surge with this storm into the Midlands, allowing for that rain to enter our more southern communities. And then you can see Debby continues to move slowly. By 9 p.m., almost 24 hours later, still in Florida. Taking you through the state, as we mentioned, Monday morning, we'll start there when the rain moves into the southern part, Hilton Head, down towards Charleston, even Myrtle Beach, Orangeburg. By 9 o'clock Monday night, we start to see the rain. And man, when it starts, it's not going to stop. Now, it's going to depend on where the bands specifically set up, how close Debby gets to us, and that's going to change what areas see the heavier rainfall totals. Wherever that is, those yellows, reds, those are the heavy rain, pinks even showing up. And you'll see as the storm shifts and starts to make its way towards the coast, the bands start to tilt a little bit more with this storm. So this is Tuesday by 11 p.m., just pouring from Columbia to Winnsboro to Florence. And then by 6 a.m. Wednesday, we're seeing Debby has now shifted off the coast of Charleston. That's going to allow for rainfall totals for Wednesday to start to come down. We're not going to see as much in the way of rain as the storm pulls away. But then we have to watch, does Debby come back on shore? Does it stay out to sea? We'll have to watch. Sunday today, again, as we mentioned, the chance of rain, a marginal risk for some excessive rainfall. Monday, that is increased to a slight risk for all Midlands communities, pretty much from Blythewood and Columbia south. So Columbia, Lexington, Saluda, Orangeburg, St. Matthews, Holly Hill, Manning, Sumter. You get the gist. Tuesday, we are upgraded again to a moderate for St. Matthews, Orangeburg, Sumter, really where those bands were setting up at. Even a high for our most southern part of Orangeburg County, slight for the northern communities. And then, as I mentioned, Wednesday, it shifts a little bit further south as Debby starts to meander a little bit off the coast. So how much rain will we see? Well, we could see 5 to 7 inches in Winnsboro, more of our northern communities, 7 inches around the city of Columbia, pushing 10 in Orangeburg, down near the coast, almost up to 15 inches of rain. Now, this is rain that's needed, but not this much by any means. We do not need this much rain. We are already in a drought, so the ground is already dry and struggling to take in any precipitation. It's not just dry. I mean, we have parts that are in extreme drought out in Sumter and Lee County. The ground cannot take in moisture when it's coming at that level and that fast, and that's why we're really concerned about the flood risk. Not only flooding, but winds. Once you get water in places, trees unstable where they can't handle it, that's going to lead to the possibility of strong winds knocking down trees, power lines. This is a dangerous scenario. Tuesday by 9:40 p.m., 27 miles an hour here in Columbia, 55 down in Savannah, 36 in Charleston. And then as Debbie continues to move away, still 20+ mile-per-hour winds here for well over 24 hours, which is going to be a situation. Taking you through the American model Monday through Saturday, you can see the American model is showing rain sticking around all the way to Saturday. Taking you through the 7-day forecast. Today, 91 with a 70% chance of showers and storms. That weather impact alert goes Monday through Thursday. The rain doesn't stop by Friday or Saturday. We'll have to continue to monitor and watch if the weather impact alert days will remain for those days or if they'll be expanded as we continue to track Debbie.